You ever feel like managing your business finances is a juggling act? You've got multiple team members needing access to bank accounts, but you're worried about security, about oversight, about who can do what and when. Maybe you're tired of the constant back and forth, the permission requests, the feeling that you're always one step behind. What if there was a way to empower your team with controlled access to your business banking, without sacrificing an ounce of security or your peace of mind? That's precisely what we're diving into today, the revolutionary world of Relay Bank and its robust multi-user access control features. For too long, traditional banking has lagged behind the demands of modern businesses. They've offered clunky, often insecure solutions for team access, forcing entrepreneurs to choose between efficiency and control. But Relay is different. It's built from the ground up with the understanding that businesses thrive on collaboration, and that collaboration needs intelligent, granular control over financial resources. Let's unpack this. Think about a typical small to medium-sized business. You might have a bookkeeper who needs to view transactions and reconcile accounts but shouldn't be able to initiate transfers. You might have an office manager who handles bill payments but doesn't need to see sensitive payroll information. Perhaps a marketing lead needs to make purchases for campaigns, but only up to a certain limit. In the past, achieving this level of differentiated access often meant sharing a single login, a massive security risk, setting up complex and often expensive enterprise-level banking solutions, or simply doing everything yourself, which quickly becomes unsustainable as your business grows. Relay Bank fundamentally redefines this dynamic. It understands that your team is an asset, and by giving them the right tools with the right permissions, you unlock incredible efficiencies. No more bottlenecks, no more waiting for the owner to approve every single transaction. Instead, you create a system where responsibilities are clearly defined, and financial tasks are delegated with confidence. So, how does Relay achieve this? It all starts with its intuitive, user-centric interface. When you set up your Relay account, you're not just creating a single login. You're building a financial ecosystem for your business. The core of this system is the ability to invite team members and assign them specific roles and permissions. Let's talk about those permissions, because this is where Relay truly shines. It's not just a binary view or transact option. Relay offers a spectrum of granular controls that allow you to tailor access with incredible precision. You can define what accounts a user can see, what types of transactions they can initiate, and even set spending limits. Imagine this scenario: you bring on a new virtual assistant. You want them to be able to pay invoices and manage subscriptions, but you don't want them to see your payroll account or initiate large transfers. With Relay, you can create a custom role for them, granting access to specific checking accounts, allowing them to pay bills, but perhaps setting a daily spending limit of $500 for those payments. They can log in, perform their duties efficiently, and you have complete transparency and control over their activities. This level of detail is a game changer for several reasons. Firstly, security. By limiting access to only what's necessary, you drastically reduce your exposure to internal fraud or accidental errors. If an employee's credentials are compromised, the damage is contained to their specific permissions, rather than exposing your entire financial operation. No more sharing sensitive login information. Each team member has their own unique access, tied to their own email and password, often secured with multi-factor authentication. Secondly, efficiency. Think about the time saved. No more emailing transaction details back and forth, no more chasing down the business owner for approvals on routine payments. Team members can execute tasks within their defined scope, leading to faster operations and fewer delays. This frees up the business owner to focus on strategic initiatives rather than day-to-day financial minutiae. Thirdly, accountability. With multi-user access control, every action is logged and attributed to a specific user. This creates an audit trail that makes it incredibly easy to see who did what, when. If there's a discrepancy or a question about a transaction, you can quickly trace it back to the responsible party. This transparency fosters a culture of accountability within your team. Let's delve deeper into the types of permissions Relay offers. You're not just limited to preset roles. While relay does offer some standard roles like admin or bookkeeper, the real power lies in your ability to create custom roles. This means you can design a permission set that perfectly aligns with your organizational structure and the specific needs of each team member. For example, you might have administrators, full access to all accounts, ability to add, remove users, set permissions, and manage all financial operations. This is typically reserved for the business owners. Bookkeepers/accountants can view all transactions, export statements, reconcile accounts, and often initiate transfers, but perhaps with limits or requiring a second approval for larger amounts. Bill payers can access specific accounts, schedule and pay bills, but cannot initiate transfers to external accounts beyond vendors. They might have a per-transaction limit. Expense managers can make purchases using a linked debit card or virtual card, with specific spending limits and categorized access for expense tracking. View-only users can view transaction history and account balances, but cannot initiate any financial actions. This is perfect for consultants or advisors who need financial insight without transactional power. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.